As one of the top guitarists in the world, it's easy to see why Eddie Van Halen would be a sought-after collaborator. In 1982, Michael Jackson saw a new sound as he started work on what would become his sixth studio album. He wanted something harder, stronger, and more vigorous than his previous material. And who better to help achieve that sound than Van Halen? I'm Allison Rapp for Ultimate Classic Rock. This is UCR's Odd Couples. Make sure to subscribe so you'll get videos like this one as they become available. As Jackson began work for his next album, he knew he wanted to take things in a different musical direction. His co-producer, Quincy Jones, who had worked with him on 1979's Off the Wall, suggested including a rock number on the next record. "I wanted to write a song, the type of song that I would buy if I were to buy a rock song," Jackson later said. Using a guitar riff written by Steve Lukather as an anchor, Jackson put together the bones of a track titled Beat It. Jones then considered who might make a good addition to the recording. Pete Townshend was first to come to mind, who declined the offer but recommended Van Halen instead. When Jones contacted Van Halen about playing guitar solo on the track, he immediately assumed it to be a prank call and started to tell Jones off. "I don't know anyone named Quincy," Van Halen remembered saying on the phone. Once he realized the call was genuine, however, he agreed to come into the studio, though he still wasn't exactly sure about the situation. "I'm thinking to myself, okay, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and me? How's that going to work?" Van Halen recalled to CNN in 2012. Jones played him Beat It and gave him free range to improvise, but Van Halen had more to add. He asked if he could rearrange the song's structure a bit and add in not just one solo, but a pair of them, unbeknownst to the King of Pop. Jackson walked in just as Van Halen was finishing up the second solo. "Now, in my mind, he's either going to have his bodyguards kick me out for butchering his song, or he's going to like it," Van Halen said. And so he gave it a listen, and he turned to me and went, "Wow, thank you so much for having the passion to not just come in and blaze a solo, but to actually care about the song and make it better." The whole thing was done within the hour. Though Jackson loved the changes, Van Halen was not ultimately credited on Beat It, which was released on February 14th, 1983 as the third single from Thriller. Beat It won 2 Grammy Awards for Record of the Year and Best Male Rock Vocal Performance, and of course, helped make Thriller not only the most popular LP of his career, but to this day, the best-selling album of all time. Coincidentally, Thriller was also responsible for keeping Van Halen's 1984 album from topping the charts. That was all fine with Van Halen, who accepted no financial compensation for his work. Just a case of beer. The experience had been enough. "He was this musical genius with this childlike innocence," Van Halen said of Jackson. "He was such a professional and such a sweetheart." Later, Van Halen would find it particularly amusing to see people's reactions when they learned of the unexpected collaboration. "He was once in line at Tower Records when Beat It came on. The solo comes on and I hear these kids in front of me going, 'Listen to this guy trying to sound like Eddie Van Halen.' I tapped him on the shoulder and said, 'That is me.'" Make sure that you're subscribed to this UCR channel for all of the best news and history of classic rock and pop culture. And go ahead and hit the notifications button so you'll receive all of our latest videos and interviews, like this one.